Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of In the Box Seats. Lovely day on the Gold Coast, around 30 odd degrees, so we thought we'd bring the show outside.
Yeah, that's got to be a stitch up, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Hey? Warmest day on the Gold Coast for some time and we're outside.
I know, you've got the hat on.
Yep,
Proudly
looking after the sponsor.
Yeah, that's it. The executive management team is joining us this afternoon on the show. Ian Brown, Racing and Integrity. How's things, Brownie?
Just happy to get a call back. I've only had the one appearance so far, so delighted to be back, Mitch.
Hot property to get a seat on this show. Justine Oppermann joins us for the first time.
I do. Thank you for having me. We've got the A-team together. I feel like the original A-team. We weren't available when they first cast the show, and we've had an opening. So we're glad to be here.
I wonder who's playing Mr. T.
Mr. T?
Yeah.
Do you think Lenny cue the music?
Justine, tell us a little bit about your role here at the Turf Club.
So I am Executive Manager, Sales and Business Development. So I essentially look after anything that would generate revenue for the club, a lot of the time in a more proactive sense. So we do a lot of different business events here, conferences, trade shows. We work a little bit in the film and television industry as well. So I sort of am tasked with overlooking that. Bit of sponsorship, bit of signage, pretty much anything that I could turn into revenue is what I sort of look across. So.
The outside public wouldn't know, but there's quite a big film industry here on the Gold Coast and through access through the Turf Club as well.
Correct, that's absolutely correct. The film industry is booming on the Gold Coast at the moment, which we're very fortunate to be supporting that. It's a huge economic contribution to the Gold Coast city, and yeah, we're delighted to be involved. So we've recently, we've been some film and television homes for like a couple of different scenes. We've done a lot of different TV shows here and there, and then we were recently the home of our first feature film, which was a delight. We had them here with us for about 3 to 4 months. Was a hive of activity. Really proud to be able to offer that to the film industry. And if the members keep a sneaky eye on their inbox, when that film is released, we actually might be doing something a bit special to celebrate that. So,
cool.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing it all come to fruition.
Didn't get a part to play, Mitch?
No. 007 was taken this time, but I do look a bit like Daniel Craig, I've been told.
Oh, please. I'm just worried with the size of our foreheads. Justine might try to sell signage to them if we stand still. So.
Well, you're doing a good job with the tab sign at the moment on the hat.
I better wear the bucket hat. Is that an indication? The Mr. Stubbs bucket hat? Brownie, one part of the Gold Coast Turf Club that you've been involved with over the sort of last 12 months to 2 years is the Australian Industry Trade College, and it's really taking off here at the Turf Club, and another traineeship with a local stable. Yeah,
that's right. Look, it's been just an out-and-out success. We couldn't be more pleased with how that program's going. I think there's almost 30 students now enrolled in the program. It's in its second year, so we'll have a couple of students graduate, but young Izzy signed up with the Chris Waller stable, which is just a fantastic opportunity for someone to get a step in to the racing industry. All the options that's going to be available to Izzy as she progresses through her career, which we hope is a really successful one.
Real feather in her cap as well, one of the leading Australian stables, or the leading Australian stable to start a career off in.
And a big thanks to all the stables that have helped us with the program. I know Adam Campton's supported it really well, Gillian Heinrich, Michael Morrison, the Wallace stable, so even Les Ross has signed up a trainee up in Brisbane, and we're starting to roll out the program to Ipswich, Toowoomba, Sunshine Coast and the Brisbane Racing Club. So plenty of growth.
Of course, recently Ella was the WOW Award winner here at the Gold Coast Turf Club. She was one of the first to get a traineeship through Adam Campton's stable. Obviously, you oversee a lot of the track development, Brownie. We're getting inch by inch closer. Yeah.
Hopefully we've got it on show here today behind us. Just out of shot, Navesh is out there with the hose, actually watering the grass by hand, so we've got him hard at work, but really pleased with how the grass is growing. We're really confident that it's going to be ready, in late November, early December for a return to racing and give everyone the confidence for Magic Millions in January. So, really looking forward to it.
And the program is now out for Magic Millions Day, 11 races.
Yep, big 11 races, 9 races on Wave Day, so... really looking forward to it. So all the infrastructure will start bumping into that soon, and just get over building the tracks, and then we'll have to build all the infrastructure and get everyone here on course. So
and the bee grass is starting to come along as well. There's some more developments there over the sort of last week or two.
Yeah. So they've just started putting out all the growing medium. You should see the trenching start in the next week, and hopefully the grass for the bee grass will start going down probably within the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Just checking some racing news. Jai Williams was obviously the success story last week with 5 winners, a winning double for his master Jay Bellamy. Also, Gillian Heinrich was back in the winner's circle yesterday in Brisbane with Casey Waddell was in the saddle. Casey's just recently joined Gillian on loan, and it was the second Metropolitan winner for Casey yesterday at Doomben. So good to see them team up yesterday. Several Gold Coast trainers are off to Toowoomba on Saturday for the big Cup Wheatwood program. The Oaks Place Get a Noah and a Deal will line up first up in the Wheatwood. She'll probably be in need of the run over 1,200 metres. That race will have Yellow Brick, a short price favourite, the Gold Coast Guineas winner from May. Lesl's also got Beaufort Park in the Toowoomba Cup, who's shooting for 3 straight victories, and there's some hope in that race on Saturday. So a big team from the Gold Coast heading up to one of the feature meetings at Toowoomba. Do your trial form to find those Mashani horses in the Pat O'Shea plate. You'll be doing your best to find the ones that they hit in those trials at Bow Desert. Justine. Yes, you're a bit of a mad punter.
I am. I don't really like to do anything by halves, and everyone knows me as quite a casual person on the staff. So I put no effort at all into.
Those won't be able to see.
Today.
There's plenty of writing here on this paper to find a winner.
I've got a tip in race 1, and I've also got a tip in race 2 today. So my race 1 tip is in the Gold Coast Community Fund charity race, which is the cutest 3-year-old maiden handicap over 1,200 metres. And I'm interested in the following 3 horses from a bit of an exotic bet today. So I have the number 1, De La Renta. I like the previous form on the poly, and only came second last start by 0.5 of a length. That's what I am looking at the moment when I'm doing my form. I like to check the length that they're coming in the last few races. So I've got number 1, De La Renta, 2, Price Cost. I like this one because the dam is out of Schnitzel. Sire's won the BRC Derby as well, and I'm curious about this one. So I've included him in my exotic bet, and then also number 8, Arabian Fox. So I've got number 1, number 2, and number 8. And then based on fluctuations on the day, I like a bit more value. I'll decide whether or not I pop that in a Quinella or a trifecta for that one. So my second tip.
Normally we just throw a dart at the board and hope for the best. This is good stuff.
I won't bother giving one.
I've thoroughly gone through and checked all of the horses, so you guys don't need to do that at home. So race 2, I've only tipped the 2 races because obviously I do that so thoroughly. I've run out of time, so I've put only the 2. So race number 2, which is the Tab We're On Benchmark 60 handicap over 1,200 metres. Quick shout out to our premium partner Tab, thank you. So for this one, I'm tipping number 1, Corfe Castle to win. I really like this horse. Previously run in the cutest 3-year-old Jewel, which is a $500,000 race last prep. Leading Gold Coast rider Noel Callow on board. Group 1 winning trainers Trent and Toby Edmonds. And the horse I really feel is at a Saturday Metro level. So I don't know what else people need to put this horse in as on the nose for Saturday. But if you like a bit of an exotic bet like I do, I also have Corfe Castle as a standout in my trifecta.
Yep.
So I've got number 1, Corfe Castle as a standout, and then I've got number 2, Data Patch, and then also 5, Flag Hall as well to round out my exotic bets for the day, guys.
So a couple of trifectas to start us off.
Absolutely.
Well, we've run out of time for this week and also next week, Brownie.
Very quickly from me, Zuma Rudy.
Yep.
I think race 6, Jason Patton stable, new to the Gold Coast, going really well and had a bit of success on the poly.
Race 3, Almighty Rising, was a good trial winner here previously, has found the right race second up for the stable, and they've found Noel Callow this week to ride, so Almighty Rising for me. Don't forget the trackside trifecta presented by Mr. Stubbs. You get one of these cool bucket hats. Also, general admission into the track, which includes a Mr. Stubbs cocktail and shaker and a $15 food voucher. So plenty of bang for your buck for your general admission ticket through the Mr. Stubbs trackside trifecta. That takes us away. Thanks for joining us,
Thank
Justine.
you for having us.
Brownie?
Thanks for having us.
We dressed in pink a week late for Pink Ribbon, but we got there in the end, didn't we?
Brownie and I will be on the hoses a bit later on to help Navesh.
I'll be under the shower.
Thanks, guys, and we'll catch you again next week on In the Box Seat.